Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for today's collective reading. We are currently opening a sacred space for each other to allow these higher energies to come through and to explore the messages that come out within them. So I'm going to start with getting a reading for the psychic weather, and then we're going to look at how that psychic weather affects each sign: earth signs, air signs, fire signs, water signs, possibly not in that order. And then I will also be making an extended reading for you to explore even deeper these messages. While I'm on the subject of extended readings, there's more information for you down in the description. So if you just click on the description, you'll see links to the website, links to private readings, subscription offerings, and other things. So let's get started here. All right, so we're looking at the cosmic weather. This is the energy around us. 5 of earth, 3 of fire, 9 of water, 8 of water. Well represented here. Okay, so we've got some interesting energy. We've got some challenging energy, and we've got some tempting energy. Our challenging energy is coming out with that 5 of earth, where we feel especially confronted by our doubts and especially confronted by our feelings of what our shortcomings are, our feelings of insecurity. And it's interesting, the body language in all of these cards. It's just different things coming at us. So on one hand, we've got that energy. We've also got a different energy that's trying to inspire us, trying to get us to see the bigger picture and step up and take leadership. And then we've got an interesting thing happening at the end of the reading here with these 2 water cards. So this energy is... Hang on a second. Is it premature or is it mature? Okay, so what this energy looks like to me is that we're stepping away from our desires before they fully come to fruition. Like again, that doubt. We're doubting them, or we're second guessing them and saying, maybe I don't really want that. And we're being willing to turn away from something that we've desired for such a long time. And it really does all kind of make sense together, because the 5 of earth is saying, like, it'll never get here, we'll never have it, this is never going to change. The 3 of fire seems unreachable. It's like, reaching for the stars. You feel like, well, I'm not ever going to grab a star, so what's the point? There's all this funny tension here. And there's something else about these water cards, so just give me a second while I get this message. What's the other message, please? That this self-doubt that has started in the 5 of earth has seeped its way into our emotional world. This is interesting. So even though you've perhaps had forces from the outside, whether guides or synchronicities or something, kind of showing you that, yes, you're on the right track, yes, this is the way forward, for some reason, the way you've processed the information has bypassed those positive reinforcements and gone to, no, I need to move away from my desire because it's not happening, or it's not going to happen. So let's see what's going on with the individual signs. And as I said, I will expand the offerings for the individual signs in the extended reading. Now, if you know your chart, you know yourself through your chart, you'll know which element you're dominant in. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay, don't worry about it. Listen for your sun sign, or at least your moon sign. Okay, both of those together should give you a pretty good perspective. And if you don't know those either email me or message in the comments, ask for a link, and I will get you a link to a free website that gives you your chart. Okay, So, Earth signs first, Queen of Fire. So this energy is inspiring you to take action, and it's inspiring you to keep upbeat, keep that positive attitude going, keep your confidence going. It's a big thing. So I'm sorry, I should have said before, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, keep your confidence going. And there's these little illuminations around you, and I see this card as she's kind of conducting all the fireflies in a symphony and telling them where to go. But these little sparks, it seems like these are like little, I almost want to say like little elves or little beneficial spirits or fairies, whatever you want to call them. They're around you to help you and to spur you on, and they're trying to keep you out of that dark place, because right now it's leadership time for you. Okay? It's time for you to step forward. And I've always been really fascinated by this card because her wings are black, and the Queen of Fire is this positive, magnetic, alluring kind of sunny energy, but on this card she's got these black wings. So this suggests to me like resurrection, that you're reasserting your leadership, and it's like you're stepping into the boots again, and you're riding on the horse again. So we're stepping back into that positive, uplifting kind of leadership. So I'll get more on this quickly. All right, who do we look at next? Fire, so we're going to look at Leo, Sagittarius, and come on, what's the other one? Aries. Oh boy. All right, so card here, Seven of Fire. Now, this has you testing yourself. So the biggest way that you're interacting with these other energies here is you really are stepping up to the challenge, but you're stepping up to the challenge of yourself. And you're trying to see, it's almost like you're trying to see your edge. You're trying to see how much you can handle. And what else? So fire signs are trying to see what they can handle. Are these self-created? Are they, it's a combination of self-creation and challenges that you're facing in the actual world. But I'm getting the sense that you're trying to magnify the challenge to see how well you can do. It's really this interesting, like, pushing yourself kind of energy. I've been doing some different workouts recently, and it's like when you're doing a plank and the instructor says, okay, now lift one leg, and you're like, really? Plank's already hard enough. Do I really have to do that? So, but I feel like you're taking yourself right to the edge. You're taking yourself to that point of, I'm not sure if I can do this anymore, but you can. So this is really interesting. It's like you're wanting to resist limitations, but you're using the limitations to challenge yourself. So this is interesting. I'll be interested to see what comes out in the extended with the rest of that. So, okay, we have got air next, and we have got water. So who should we do? Let's do water for now. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make sure I remember whose card was who, so I'm doing this a little differently. Okay, water, please. So this is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Council of Monarchs. So, okay, now this feels like a block. This feels like running into a dead end or running into a wall. So, this is a challenging energy because you can't feel your way around it. And you're being forced to really confront the way things are. The Council of Monarchs is structure, but it's also making sure that the structure makes sense. And this is internal psychic structure based on logic and reason. And I feel like you're not being given a pass here. There's something absolutist about this energy that says, nope, this is the way it is. It's not any different. And it's kind of like you might be trying to find a back door or a different way in, and you just can't. This is a stopping kind of energy where unless you've got everything properly figured out, you're not going to be able to move forward from here. Okay, I'm sorry, this is interesting. What else is going on behind this card, please? This has also something to do, it's like you're being challenged to look at your own limitations differently. But it's funny, where fire signs are pushing their way to the edge, you are kind of stopping, like you're allowing it to stop you, and you're not challenging or pushing it. This is kind of like that authority that comes down and says, no, you don't have the paperwork right, you can't go any further. Or, nope, this isn't the best thing for you, you should just turn around and go home. And this energy is truly testing your courage, because if you can't go around and you can't go under, you have to go through. And what I feel for you is that as you go through, this is going to part. It's not as difficult as you think. It's not as immovable as you think. Something's actually going to open as you're willing to walk through. It's like they turn and let you step aside. They turn aside and let you walk through, but at the moment, it looks like you can't get through. Okay, now air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Ace of Earth. Ace of Earth, I love this card, especially in this deck, but we're talking about stepping forward and following the gifts that your intuition have been leading you to. All right. Now, there's a different shape happening here. It's almost like I'm seeing the white on this card extended into kind of this soft, energetic funnel. It just is like this presence of it's like a three-dimensional white light going on in there. This is about the purity of thoughts and the purity of your intentions starting to lay a different foundation for your reality. But the energy to seed this reality is coming from a different place. So rather than coming from the inside, which is all kind of, or the darkness, I should say, our wounds or our shadow side, our hurts, a lot of the times we end up manifesting out of those. And we say, I wasn't given this in the past, and so that's why I desire it now, is because I lacked it in the past. And what I feel like is you're going on a different trajectory altogether, that you're bypassing that energy of, well, I didn't have it, and you're going simply right to your communion with Source, right to your communion with your intuition and your inner self. And you're forming this new reality from a much purer place that is it's like unsullied, or it's not dirtied by these lacks or the painful experiences you might have had in the past. Okay, so this is really interesting. This is really an interesting place to build from. Okay, so I'm going to continue to draw cards for all of these different signs. I'll keep them still kind of consolidated: earth, fire, air sign, that type of thing. But I'll go deeper into the message for each. So if you're interested and you'd like to follow me over, please feel free to do so. All you have to do is click the description and then click that first link that's there. And I look forward to seeing you soon.